All right, guys. This is the first try at the podcasting. We're going to go ahead and talk about all the events that are going to be coming up over the next few days between today, the 21st, and next Thursday, the 28th. We're going to also talk about some little events taking place the weekend after next as well. But mostly, we're going to focus on the next 7 days. So, this is the Yuba Sutter Bars radio show, and I am your host. So, we're just going to go ahead and jump right into things. There's only one event tonight. It is the open mic taking place in Yuba City at Mountain Mike's Pizza. It's a good event. They've been doing this thing for about 2 years now, and they have pizza. They have the games, of course, inside the pizza place. So it's a good family-friendly event, but they also have the beer, so it kind of goes along with our theme. So we like to spotlight them because we're not just exclusively about bars. We're about drinking culture. We're about beer culture. So breweries and other things like that also factor in. We do know that everybody has families. It's Thursday night, so this event's going to happen tonight at 7. This would be a good one to go to, especially if you work a traditional work week and you have to jump back into the grind tomorrow night. And then after that, Friday, a more traditional time to go out and play for most people. We have a couple events. Obviously, for most of us, the weekends are consisting of Friday and Saturday. Those are good nights to go out. So, Sopatai on Plumas Street in Yuba City is going to have a show with the band Deja Vu. They've played there a couple of times in the past. That's going to start at 7:30, and like most shows, it is going to be free to attend. So that's a good place to go, especially if that's where you want to start your evening before you go out drinking, or if maybe you want to still have a good fun-filled evening, but you don't want to go out and get all into the debauchery and whatnot. That'd be a good place to go. They've got great food. They've got traditional beer like your Budweisers and your stuff like that, but then they've also got all of the Thai beers that you can also get there. So you can kind of step outside your cultural experience and see what's going on. So that'll be a good show. After that, if maybe you want to stop there for dinner and listen to a few songs and then head on out somewhere else, over at the End Zone Sports Bar, they're going to be having a concert as well. It's scheduled to get going off around 8 p.m. and it is going to be featuring a band called Unwound. I'm not sure if they're a local group or not, but it's going to be running from about 8 p.m. till midnight. And of course, they're going to be open for drinks until 2 a.m. So you can come on out and listen to Unwound down at the End Zone Sports Bar in Marysville. It's right there on the lake. They've got a nice little patio, so you can sit outside and look at the water for a little while before the mosquitoes come out. So that might be a good one. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for Friday. That's the only events that I'm aware of. I know a lot of places are also going to be doing karaoke as well. So keep a look on our page because that's where we're going to update you with up-to-the-minute results. As soon as the event comes through, we'll publish it there. Any drink specials, any happenings, any cool photos, anything like that's going to be on our page. You can look on there. And then jumping into Saturday. Saturday is going to have quite a few more offerings, actually. So we'll start with our friends in Olivehurst over at Grumpy's Tavern. They are going to have a band called Big Trouble. Big Trouble is really popular here. I've heard quite a few locals talking about them. All their shows always start at Grumpy's at 9 p.m. And per usual, it's going to be a no cover. So go on out there, tip your bartenders, get a couple of drinks, dance. It's going to be quite a fun time. I believe this is Big Trouble's first show in our area in quite a long time. So that'll be a good one to check out. If you want to listen to something a little bit different, it's also going to be a little bit earlier, so maybe you could go to this one first and then go to the Big Trouble show. But that show is going to get going also on Saturday. All these events are on Saturday. It's going to be at 6:30, and that's going to take place at the Lee Burroughs Center for the Arts. That's on E Street in Marysville. It's the big peachy-colored building downtown. And that's actually going to be for a local band that I'm surprised a lot of you haven't heard of yet. They're called Brawley. They're also going to be playing with another local band called Brave Season, as well as two non-locals called Featherweight and Picture Atlantic. There's also a fifth band called Streetlight Fire. Streetlight Fire's, I believe, either from San Jose or Sacramento. Picture Atlantic is also from San Jose, and I'm not sure where Featherweight is located. But this is going to be a kickoff show. Brawley is about to go on tour, and they are also going to be supporting the new release of their brand new record entitled Wolf. So they're going to have that record for sale. They're going to play it in its entirety so you can sample it before you buy it. And they're going to be getting ready to relocate to Denver. So this may be one of the last opportunities you're going to get to see these guys before they cut on out and call Colorado home. So you're going to want to go out. Doors are at 6:30. The show starts at 7. This one does have a cover price, though. It is $10. The band needs to recoup their expenses for touring, of course. So if you want to go out and help them gather up those gas expenditures and get ready for their big move before they go on out and they hit the road. I believe they're playing Sacramento either the night before or right after. So you can look them up. It's BROLLY. You can get a good taste for what they're going on. I know they're popular with the younger kids, so if you have a daughter or a young teen son and you want something to expose them to, that would be a good one. Looks like they have quite a gathering on Facebook, so that would be a good show. Another band that you guys are all super familiar with is also going to be playing tomorrow, and that would be the Irish Rock and Roll Band, On and Off. They are going to be playing Saturday night at 8:30 at the 21 Club in Yuba City. That show is, of course, 21 and up. All of the shows we're going to talk about are 21 and up, with the exception of that Brawley show. The Brawley show at Libros is going to be family friendly, so you can go out and you can support that one. But On Off is going to be playing, as I said, Saturday at 8:30 at the 21 Club. It's going to be no cover charge, of course, and then they're going to have free barbecue through the show while supplies last. So if you want to go out and you want to eat, maybe show up early. Maybe show up around 8. On Off is scheduled to go on at 8:30. Get yourself some barbecue, get a beer, enjoy the patio while the sun is up, and have a good time. It's going to be one of the last chances to really enjoy that outdoor area in a show environment at 21 Club, as we're starting to wind down. Labor Day's in 2 weeks and the summer's going to be ending, so you're going to want to enjoy that while you can. A little more outside the box thinking I was really excited about when I heard about it. Might not be for everyone, but it might be fun for some of you. It's going to be at the End Zone. Two of their bartenders, Michaela and Miranda, are celebrating a birthday, so they're doing a neon party. Basically, they're going to turn off all the lights, turn on a black light, they're going to have a DJ, and they're going to have a really good time. They're always known for their outside-the-box experiences, such as the mud wrestling that they do that a lot of people talk about. So this would be another fun experience, maybe for the younger crowd, but we say, hey, regardless of your age, go out there. You're only as old as you feel. So wear some white pants, maybe some t-shirts, splatter some paint on it, whatever you feel like doing. Should be a good time. It's a black light and neon type of feel. So glow sticks and kind of ravey kind of ambiance going to be going on. That's going to be no cover. Originally there was going to be a cover, but they want everybody to come out and have some fun, so they're dropping it down to no cover, so that way you guys can save your money, get yourself a beer, nice little mixed drink or something, enjoy that. So you want to go out and check that event out as well. They've been really supportive of the page, so we want to make sure that we're really supportive of them as well. And that pretty much wraps it up so far. That's what's come through our feed as far as this weekend, Friday and Saturday. But there are some other events coming up. If you guys have events that you want featured that you didn't hear us talk about, the best way is to make sure that it's coming through my Facebook page. If it doesn't come through my Facebook, I unfortunately cannot talk about it, because if I'm not aware of it, I'm not going to be able to share it. So if you hear something, you're like, hey, why didn't he spotlight our party that we're doing over here at this location in Linda, or why didn't you talk about my bar over here? It's just because we didn't know. We play no favoritism. We're non-biased. We try to talk about everybody and support everybody. So you're going to want to make sure that you get your events to us. The sooner the better, because that way we can prep what we're going to say. If we have any questions, we can help you, advertise it better. We can get everything figured out. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that. There is an event that doesn't have any sort of social media following that I'm aware of. I just happened to pick up a flyer for it while I was at the River's Edge last week. But that's going to be on the 29th. So technically, it's not this weekend. It's going to be the next weekend. It's taking place at the River's Edge. It's going to be a tinfoil hat party. Sounds kind of silly, but just think about like in the 90s when the fads were all in, that the government and the aliens were reading your mind. You can decorate your head. They're going to have prizes. So the first place and the second place prize for the best hat. And then they're also going to be doing some drink specials. They're going to have Jello shots for only $1. And they're going to be debuting the new mason jar tea drinks. And then they've got their tree smackers, which a couple of us I know have already been able to sample. And they've been getting good reviews. So that's going to be fun. They're going to have a live DJ. They're going to be doing dance music all night long. So there's going to be a great night to be made out of that. Of course, they have pool every night as well. And they have that little game room in the back. So River's Edge is probably one of the more fun places to go in town. So that'd be a good thing to put on your list for next Friday, the 29th, would be the tinfoil hat party. Anybody who's eccentric and outside the box is really going to enjoy that one. So we encourage you to go, check that out and support that. And then also, there are some more events going to be going on next weekend, but we're going to save that for next Thursday's show because we are going to be doing these shows every Thursday live at 5. So you can tune in. We're going to have the podcast also going live on Twitter, in addition to my personal Facebook page. After all of them air, though, we will put an archived episode up onto the Yuba Sutter Bars page, so that way you can listen to it at your own convenience. And if you like us enough, you can even download it, share it with friends, put it on your iPod, maybe listen to it during your commute or while you're at work, because we understand that not everybody has the same schedule as us. So we're going to go ahead and let you guys do that and offer you that freedom. And if you hear anything, if you think I need to speak up, if you'd like to be interviewed and you think you have something important that our drinking audience would like to hear, we would love to have you. And then also we want to encourage you guys to check us out. You can find us on YouTube now, in addition to Instagram and Twitter, all across social media. Everything is going to be under the name Yuba Sutter Bars. Yuba Sutter Bars. On most social media accounts, it's all one word. That's how it is on Instagram. That's how it is on Twitter. You can also search for us under the name Travis Lee. And on YouTube, in addition to this podcast and things like that, we're going to be doing a tour-style show, kind of like MTV Cribs, where we're going to be going into the bars and we're going to be getting behind-the-scenes look, maybe some things behind the bar that you can't always see as a patron, some exclusive looks from the employees and the owners. We're going to go really in depth. We're going to find out about some of the history of some of these really old buildings that the bars call home. And we're going to try to open your guys' eyes. I know a lot of you have been in this area a lot longer. You probably think you already know everything, but we're going to try to find something that shocks everyone, something new that maybe you didn't know about. And then in addition to fun things that we're trying to do for you over on the page, as you probably already know, one of the big things we do is our monthly events. Last month, we did the pub crawl in Marysville. We've got another event coming up this month. It's going to be taking place in Yuba City, and that's going to be on the 30th, which is next Saturday, and that's going to be the Yuba City Pub Crawl. That's going to be all the bars on Plymouth Street. So we're going to start at the Brewing Company, Sutter Buttes, right there off of Center Street. Be a good spot to meet up. We're going to probably get things kicking off about 7:30 or 8 o'clock. And that'd be a good spot to get some dinner, get some food in your belly before you get a good night of drinking going on. We're also going to visit the City Cafe, Sopotai, and Happy Viking. We did originally have Dowers on that list, but after scoping things out and realizing that they're not really in a walking distance, we're going to get them scrapped off of this one, unfortunately, but we do look forward to doing other events with them. And if you have a designated driver, we do encourage you to go over there anyways and check them out and tell them we sent you and have a couple of drinks over there. We're going to be doing that. That's going to be taking place on the 30th. So we hope you can come out. There's no fee to take part in our pub crawls. You just come out and you have fun. And we just go. You have to pay for your own drinks and food, of course. But there's no fee to come along. And then just kind of a general look ahead. We'll touch on this a little bit for some of our other events. In the month of September, we're going to try to do something again for the families, because even though our content is largely centered around the 21 and older crowd, we do understand that a lot of us are mothers and fathers, and we want to include the families as much as we possibly can, because we're all kind of a family in of our